Hey guys, one of the most popular questions we get is, how do I get faster on the ice? While this answer can vary depending on the athlete, the age of the athlete, the training age of the athlete, and current strength levels and everything, the answer can get a little complicated. But to keep it simple, there are always a few key things you can really focus on to improve your speed on the ice. One, you need to know that everything you do, either on the ice or in the weight room or on the off ice, is dedicated to speed training. Increasing your mobility, increasing your strength, your work to rest ratios can all go towards improving your overall speed. So number one, how's your mobility? Are you mobile enough to get in the correct positions for your sport? Do you have enough ankle and hip mobility to sit low in your skating stride to reach a maximum stride length? Number two, strength levels. So, a stronger muscle is capable of producing more force. This is why, simply by getting stronger, you will feel that you're skating and moving better on the ice. Strength also relates to mobility. Do you have the strength in your legs or in your overall body to hold that lower skating position in order to push all the way through your stride at maximum power? So again, these two are very related. You could have a lot of strength and no mobility, so you can't sit low in your stride. Or you can have a lot of mobility and no strength. You can sit low, but you do nothing when you push. Number three, your plyo training. So your plyometric training. This is all your jumps and throws and etc. Now, all plyometric training is great, but it has to be used the right way. When you're doing your off ice, if you're doing 100 squat jumps, resting for 3 seconds, doing another 100 squat jumps, or countless other jump variation or throw variations, all you're really doing is improving your work capacity or improving your endurance. You're doing very little to improve speed. So when using plyometric drills and throws and stuff like that, we're looking to keep work under 10 seconds, a maximum effort, with a rest of maybe 2 to 3 minutes, depending on where we're at. So you're looking for 10 seconds of all-out effort. So let's keep the squat jump example. So set a clock for 10 seconds. Say you get 10 squat jumps. After that, you're going to continue doing 10-second squat jumps until you can no longer get 10 squat jumps. Maybe 9 will be acceptable, but the second you get to 8, you're done. Because we're really working on improving a specific energy system, so that is why we're going to be focusing on short work with a long rest to allow maximum effort to be repeated over and over and over. The goal is to be able to get maybe from 4 sets of 4 to build up some point where you have enough capacity to do 10 sets of 10-second jumps at 10 reps. That's always the goal. And last but not least, your sprint work. So your sprint, biking, even skating drills, and etc. can also be set up to focus on speed training, following the same principle above. Again, we're looking at anywhere from 10 seconds or less of maximal effort. So say we're doing 10-second sprints. So you're outside, sprinting your first 10 seconds all out, mark the distance you run. Your goal again is to keep hitting that distance every single time you run for 10 seconds. Again, we're looking at 2 to 3 minutes to rest. You're probably shaking your head and said, well, that's going to do nothing. Well, when you're working on speed training, you're not supposed to feel gassed. You're not supposed to be breathing too heavy. It may be a couple of moments after the run or after the jumps where you're breathing a little heavily, but you should be able to recover and feel fully refreshed before your next effort. During that rest period, you could stick handle. You could do light stick handling drills just to pass the time. You could do more mobility drills. You can do other areas of strength training. So if we were doing jumps, maybe we're doing some upper body accessory work. So maybe some band pull-aparts or bat wings to focus on some muscles that necessarily don't get hit that often. Or maybe even some light core exercises. So guys, if you want to improve your speed on the ice, you got to remember that everything you do is dedicated to speed training. Your mobility, increasing your mobility can improve your speed on the ice. Increasing your strength levels can as well. Following the right rest to work ratios in your plyos and sprint training are all going to go towards improving your speed on the ice. Guys, I hope this helps clear up some questions. As always, if you need any help with anything, feel free to let me know.